Hi ladies, thank you so much for joining me at the Marketplace Theatre. My name is Stacey Kilpatrick and I have been working as a professional makeup artist for over 10 years now with my company SAK Designs. Normally I am delivering my workshops in person to a room full of amazing ladies. We have our natural makeup workshops that run throughout the year. We also have our spring into summer and our party makeup workshops as well that are more seasonal. But today, ladies, I am bringing you this tutorial from the comfort of my home, from the comfort of your home, and I really hope it's something to inspire you. So the look that I've been asked to create for you today is a home date night makeup look. So I've gone a little bit glam, a little bit glitzy, and hopefully ladies you will be inspired to get those makeup brushes out and just have a play. Even if it's not for anyone else, just do it for yourself. Take those 15-20 minutes, whatever it may be, and just invest in yourself, ladies. So hopefully you enjoy my tutorial, and thank you so much in advance for watching. Ladies, you want to start by having already moisturised your face. Then you're going to take 1 to 2 pumps of primer and massage that over the face. This will help to smooth out the skin surface and lock the foundation in place. Next up, I'm using Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. You will see that I've put mine on a palette, but you can put yours direct. I'm using a brush to buff this into the skin and to give that real gorgeous luminosity on the skin and a beautiful glow under the foundation. This can be worn on its own after your moisturiser. It can be worn as I'm doing now under your foundation, or it can be mixed in with the foundation just to give that beautiful, fresh, dewy look to the skin. Next up, I'm taking my Delilah Time Frame Foundation with SPF 20 in shade Lace. I'm going to use a dense foundation brush to take the product and build coverage onto the skin. First of all, I'm going to push the product into the skin and then I'm going to buff the product in. This is going to give me a really flawless finish on the skin. Delilah Time Frame Foundation is a light to medium coverage foundation with a dewy finish. So to build the coverage, you just want to push over the areas where you need that most. Ladies, to choose your correct colour of foundation, you want to match in natural daylight. You want to make sure that your foundation blends flawlessly with your neck and your chest. So your foundation, you shouldn't be needing to pull this beyond the jawline. I'm also putting some foundation over my eyelids in preparation for my eye makeup look. The concealer I'm using is Fenty. The concealer you choose depends on what you need the concealer to do. Here I'm choosing a full coverage concealer to cover any dark circles under the eyes and build a little bit of coverage under the eye look. I'm popping the product onto the skin, buffing it out with the brush and then just tapping the product into the skin using my finger. I'm also applying concealer in any areas that I need more coverage that the foundation just hasn't been enough. So in around the edge of the nose, or if you had any blemishes, you want to just pop concealer on for some more coverage. Next, I'm using Senna Cheeky Blush, so it's a cream blusher, and I'm popping that just underneath my cheekbones to help define the cheekbones and blending out with my foundation brush. There are lots of contour products on the market at the moment, ladies, so you can pick and choose what suits you best. This is just a really soft finish to help define the cheekbones without going too harsh on the contour. Next up, I'm using a translucent powder to set my makeup. This will prep for the next stage of moving in with my powder, bronzers, blushers and highlighters. I'm using Charlotte Tilbury Film Star Glow Highlight and Bronzer Palette. First of all, I'm taking the highlighter using a Charlotte Tilbury brush and I'm just going to pop that on top of my cheekbones. When you turn your head, your skin will naturally catch the light and you'll really see that highlighter glow. I'm also popping some on the Cupid's bow just to really help shape the lips. Onto the bronzer. I'm using a larger brush for the bronzer and just keeping that directly below the cheekbone. So I'm still touching the bone to give the definition And this bronzer is matte and it's a beautiful shade for paler skin tones. I'm just buffing that onto the skin underneath the cheekbones, then taking it around the hairline at my forehead and around my jaw. This is going to help shape the face. So anything that is matte is going to push an area back. Anything with shimmer will pull an area forward. Now on to blusher. I love Delilah blushers because they're matte. So I've already got my highlighter on, which is going to give an extra glow to the cheeks. And I'm just popping my blusher onto the apples of the cheeks. You can use your foundation brush just to blend everything through. Onto the brows. I comb through the brows initially using a brow gel. This is just going to help shape the brow and show me what I need to do to define the brow. This product, this eyebrow gel, is enough on a day-to-day basis. But if you have any gaps or any sparseness in the brows, you may want to use a pencil to fill that in. As you can see, I have one brow that sits perfect and one brow that does not. So this requires some work with a pencil. I'm sketching in little brow hairs. We don't want our brows to be too harsh. So I'm taking a very fine brow pencil and I'm sketching in the hairs. And again, I'll just comb through to make sure that the brow is sitting perfect. Next up is onto eyes. I love to use Senna primer on my eyelids. So on the mobile lid, I will take this cream primer and I will pop it across the eyelid to prime for my eyeshadow. This is smoothing out the eyelid and it's going to give my eyeshadow something to cling on to. With a fluffy brush or a blending brush, I'm going to go back in with my bronzer. And again, ladies, this is matte. So this is going to push back my socket and open up the eye. So I'm popping the bronzer into my socket of my eye and I'm blending by going backwards and forwards in circular motions. I'm blending in the socket. This is very often known as your transition colour, a colour that is going to sit between your eyeshadow and your skin. So this colour will blend in beautifully with your skin and will allow the eyeshadow to blend in beautifully with it. Next up, I'm taking Delilah eyeshadow palette in Damsel. I'm choosing the light gold, the top centre eyeshadow, to pull over 2/3 of my mobile lid. I'm now taking the bronze tone in the palette on my blending brush. I'm going to place this to the outside of the eye to extend the eyes and give the illusion that the eyes are wider and more open. I'm blending this to the outside of the eye and slightly into the socket. Use your finger to softly blend any harsh edges. Now onto the beautiful plum tone that's in the palette, I'm going to repeat the placement and pop this to the outside corner of the eye to build the definition and to really strengthen the look. You want to continue to blend the look because we don't want any harsh edges. I'm taking a clean blending brush just to softly define the edges. I also find that by taking your concealer brush with minimal product, this also helps to soften any harsh edges. You can also take your concealer brush to clean up the underneath area and also to define the edge of your eyeshadow. So by pulling the concealer brush straight, you're going to give that beautiful sharp line. With a smaller brush, I'm taking the gold into the inner corner of my eye to brighten the area. And I'm also going to take the gold and just bring it underneath the eye as well in the inner corners. Now with my bronze tone, I'm bringing that underneath the lower lashes. A lot of people are afraid to bring their colour underneath the lower lashes, but I find that this really opens up the eye. Next, I'm taking a brown eyeliner pencil and I'm going into the waterline of the eye to strengthen my look. I've taken a little bit of the matte black eyeshadow from the palette and I'm just pulling this underneath the eye as well. This is going to help to blend that eyeliner in the waterline and soften the edges to make sure that everything is connected. Now I'm taking a brown gel eyeliner. I've chosen dark brown as I don't want the look to be too harsh. I've taken this onto my defining brush and you can see I'm stretching out the eyelid and placing this as close to the lash line as I can get. Eyeliner takes practice, ladies. This is a really easy way to get used to creating a lovely defined look. Now I'm taking my mascara and I'm going to simply coat the upper and lower lashes several times to build the volume. Don't forget about those lower lashes, ladies, because it really does open up the eye. If you wanted to wear false eyelashes, I would coat your lashes once, size and cut your false eyelashes, place them on, and when the glue dries, then give a second coat of mascara to bond the two lashes together. Now I'm going to take some Be Perfect glitters and really add a little bit of glitz to my look. So you can use these direct if they're yours. Mine are from my kit, so I've just taken a little bit onto a palette and a brush and I'm just going to pat mine on. I'm using these in the inner third of the mobile eyelid and I'm just popping them on. These are stunning glitters and they last a long time. I'm now defining my lips with a lip liner and I'm going to the full extent of the edge of the lip. I'm using a stunning Delilah lipstick in colour Flirt, a beautiful soft coral nude. And I'm just putting that onto the lip with a lip brush. Again, you can use your lipsticks direct. Now with the lip gloss, I'm adding that to the centre of the lip just to give some fullness and added dimension to the lip. And to finish, ladies, I'm just going to give a generous spray of all-nighter setting spray. And that is you, all ready for your date night.